Good evening, family. I pray that all is well with you. I am doing great. Trying to get settled in from a day of rest and reflection. Um, kind of slept in this morning, and ever so often I'll do that. Ever so often I'll just take a whole day and just rest, complete, do nothing. And today was one of those days where I actually got some quality rest, much needed as well. So I wanted to come on for just a moment. I know I've had some of my followers to send me messages and asking about if I have heard anything, any updates on RASHAD. And of course, most of you know I do follow RASHAD Jamal. I am an avid fan of his channel. I'm one of those ride or die kind of people, and when there's someone out there that shows that kind of love for my people, I am automatically responsive and connected, because that's the kind of love that makes my heart beat fast when it's shown to my people. So he's one of those teachers that I'm very fond of, and I want to say to you guys, none of us are perfect. I want to reiterate that to you. And now there's none of us that's going to do everything just perfect and just right all the time. But I would suggest that we get away from looking for perfection and just, focus on becoming what we were initially, and that's good, loving, kind-hearted, spiritual people. And that's really who we are by nature before we were infiltrated. And that's who I want to see us, how I want us to see us become again, because that's our natural way that we've always been initially. So I want us to go back to being a beautiful people, because that's what I know that we are, and who I know that we are. And we're in the process of doing that, and I know it's a whole process, so it's not going to happen overnight. But I wanted to just come on, and I was watching a YouTuber that I follow by the name of Isis Wisdom earlier, and she did a post with an update on RASHAD Jamal. And I was just going to let you guys, I was going to show it to you so you can just see what the update is. She's friends with RASHAD, a close friend, and she kind of keeps up with all of the updates that's going on. She's in touch with his wife. And I told you if I get anything or see anything or hear anything, that I was going to, make sure I share it with you. So I'm going to play that video, the update part of her video, so that you will know where everything is right now with him. And then I'm not going to stay on but a few moments. I just want to make sure I give this information to you. So let me go ahead and access it. I hope y'all having a good night. I am. I'm really still in relaxed mode. So I've had a wonderful day. I'm having a lovely evening. So here's the video. Here's the message.
I talked to RASHAD Jamal's wife today, and me and her had a very pleasant conversation. So I wanted to give you guys an update on that. All right. For those of you that are interested in donating for him, just go to University of Cosmic Intelligence website and just support the brother by simply buying his products. That's what his wife requested. That's what RASHAD himself has requested. I'm actually going to be doing a video call with him soon. I gave his wife my contact information, but she told me how to set everything up so I can do a video call. The brother's okay. Okay, he's okay. He knows why he's inside. He knows he's on mission. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about as well, just to kind of give you an update about that. When a person is on mission, a lot of times, especially when it comes to elevating people, I think that people are misconstrued or under the perception that that mission will only entail dealing with the free people. They don't think about that mission entailing going to those who are less fortunate, going into the trenches, and sometimes the trenches also means the jail cells. Okay. Now, I did channel and I did speak to the Orisha. You guys know I'm an Ifa priest. And it was explained to me that he is on mission right now. Okay? He's on mission. So, for all the people that have something negative to say, it makes no difference to me at all. I'm just simply the messenger to give out the information. Okay? It's very imperative that you guys understand that. And I think it's very wise that you open up your mind more and not be so narrow-minded. Because a lot of times, you know, when unfortunate things happen to people of color inside the United States every day. This brother set up here and gave you updates from the beginning when he was having problems with his baby's mama. Right? He told y'all what it was from the beginning. So then, when that stuff catches up to him, I start seeing a lot of videos and people having things negative to say. And the things that they're saying is just simply not accurate. That brother knows he's in there and he's on mission. He's not under there in stress. He's got people up in there that's looking out for him. He's got people up in there that's protecting him. So it's not what y'all think that it is. And I just want to put that out there. Okay? So, yeah, he told y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point that people forget. So when you go and you start listening to cloud chasers, I don't know who these people are. These are nobody-ass niggas. I ain't never heard these niggas before. I ain't never heard these people before. I don't know nothing about these people. I don't know what and that's the shit. See, I don't tolerate that type of shit. You can't just be anybody out here saying shit and I'm just going to listen to you. That's not how that goes. And not to mention, I'm going to discern. Right? My thing is, say all that shit when he was out. Don't say all that shit when he's in. I pay attention to cowardly behavior, and that is cowardly behavior. You got all this shit you want to talk, but you're not willing to get on the line with the brother so he can bust your ass down and put your ass in check because you're moving against a real one. You don't want you don't want that heat. So what you do is you wait until somebody's down, and then you get to running your chops and talking all types of shit. That's bitch behavior. That's what a bitch would do. Okay? And I'm not talking about a woman, I'm talking about a bitch. Someone that talks all that shit, but then when they get confronted by real energy, then all of a sudden they want to bow down, not say nothing, or go behind the scenes and come out and say shit, all that. We are cut from two different cloths, and I keep telling y'all this. And there's just certain things that I can't really rock with like that. So my whole thing is, if you're going to say some shit, then say it in front of the person. Don't just say shit when the person's hiding, or they, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. I'm really curious to see how things are going to go when he gets out. It's going to be pretty interesting. But nonetheless, I just want to update y'all with that information. If you want to support the brother, please go to University of Cosmic Intelligence. I think it is, University of Cosmic Intelligence Online.com or UCI.com, UCI.online or some shit like that. Make sure you go and you look for it, okay? And you can buy his music. That's how you support him. You don't have to donate money. You don't have to do any of that. He's not asking you for that. He's asking you just simply to go buy his products. Go buy his music. Go buy crystals. Whatever he's selling, his wife said the business is still moving. It hasn't changed. She said none of that stuff has stopped. She said that she's good. Okay? I even had a chance to talk to her mom. His mom, I think it was. And me and her chopped it up for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? She said she's been watching me for a minute, and I didn't know, so I really appreciate her for letting me know. We don't know when he's going to get out. There hasn't even been a disposition of a trial yet. There hasn't even been a trial. Let's get there first. Okay? Let's get there first. Yeah, it's on his page. That's correct. I think it's just wise that we start carrying around a lot more love than usual. Okay, we got to start showing more love, and that's kind of like where we need to be pushing this thing out to unity consciousness, right? That's the message of the day, right? We got to stop finding ways to pick at each other and tear each other down because it's counterproductive. And not only that, it it continues to cause division, and that program is dead. And I know a lot of you guys are tired of hearing that type of program, seeing that type of program. So if you feel unity consciousness in your heart space, then that's a message you should be pushing. Okay? That's right. If you really been rocking with him, you would know.
Okay.
Okay?
So she just gave you an update.
Yes, they're doing the oppressor's work. And you know what? Listen,
she just gave you an update on Rashad, and she's in touch with his wife, and so I followed Isis Wisdom, and anytime she puts something out there and I get it, I'm gonna give it to you. I think she's accurate. I think she's good. You know, they are friends, so I trust her information. I feel confident, you know, that she's not going to give us any bull crap. So I'll pass it on to you, and you judge it or whatever you want to do. I would prefer you to, let's just, you know, stay linked and support each other. And we got to start moving, you know, in our heart space. Just like she said, we got to become more loving to one another. That's the one thing that the enemy knows that our people still struggle with, is a lack of unity and a lack of consistency and love. And a lot of times, the minute, you know, we riding with our people, and we, you know, ride or die with our people, and the minute they fall and we line up with whatever, you know, whatever somebody else comes out and say, that, you know, flips the coin, and we just jump right on the bandwagon. We that's one of the things that we got to stop doing, family. We got to weather that. We've got to fix that problem. That's a condition. One of the things that we've been conditioned, one of the behaviors we've been conditioned to do, and while we heal, we've got to get on the other side of that behavior. That does nothing but continue to keep us stuck in where we've been, and also, you know, it destroys us. So we've got to fix that. We have got to love one another. We can't go to the next step at all unless we learn how to love one another. We're going to have to pass that test, guys. I don't know how to put emphasis on it. We can't go to the next step until we learn to love each other. And then we've got to unite. We've got to be on one accord. We've got to be on code with one another. Every group does it but us. And I just noticed how when Rashad first got locked up, not long after that, then here come the naysayers. We're the only group that does that, you know, and that's just a sign of still our people being somewhat broken. And, you know, we're in a new earth, guys. The old system is dead. It's down. And like I said before, even if it doesn't look like it, it is dead. And part of the reason it doesn't look like it sometimes is because many of us are still holding on to it. Many of us still want to stay in a low vibrational space, and that keeps us from evolving in the way that we are destined to do. It slows it down. We're going to get there, but we can get there much faster if we would make the right decisions in this transition. And so if you're going to ride for someone, you need to ride with them. Either you ride with them or you don't. You know, we got to learn to be consistent, and we need to stick together. And so with this young brother, you got one other thing I want to mention to you. You have to understand this war and the position we're in this war. I tell you a good book to read, The Art of War. Look that book up, The Art of War. That's an excellent book. I read that book a few years ago, and as soon as I can, I'm going to read it again. It's one of those books you want to keep going back to. But it'll tell you need to understand your enemy in order to, put yourself in a place to where you can win. You not only need to understand yourself, but you need to understand your enemy. You need to understand the war that you're in and the enemy that you're opposing. It's so important. And so linking that with my point this evening is, if you really knew and understood what kind of war that we're in right now with the evil ones, with the inorganic evils, you'll know that they will go to any length to destroy anybody that's changing the game, anybody that's affecting people in a magnitude way, the way RASHAD is doing. He's waking up people in huge numbers every day. Even in his absence, he's still waking people up. And so the young man is effective. He's very effective. If he got my attention, then definitely he's effective. And so, and I know several of our friends and family, that follow him. And so he's at the top. He's one at the top of the list, and changing the game for our people. And if we know that, then they know that. It's not just us watching these channels. You got the FBI, the CIA, and all the evils also watching this channel, watching his channel. So you got to know that in this end time, they're going to do everything that they can to stop this brother. I mean, they still have a sense of control in this system. Like I say, because none of us, or not all of us, have released ourselves yet. So they still have some kind of effect on this system. And as long as they got that, they are going to do whatever they can to stop anybody that's effective, like this young brother, RASHAD Jamal. So you got to expect, when you hear these rumors and people putting stuff out there, we got to stop being so quick to believe everything we hear, the negative things that we hear. And, we ride for him today, but soon as somebody puts some foolishness out there, we don't even research it, or we don't even, get a young man a chance to, to give us something that, reassures us that it's still what it was. We jump right on the bandwagon. Our mind is just flips like that. A lot of our people mind flips like that. And that's due to also a lack of healing, a lack of, fixing ourselves. And that's why we need to be doing shadow work every day. We can't let up, until we heal completely, or get to a place where we are healed, So we just can't just believe everything we hear, guys. We gotta stop. We gotta stop doing that. And that trigger that we get when it's negative news, we get, I heard so. Did you see? Guys, we got to stop that. That's not a sign of good, healthy minds. It's just not. So you can expect the evil ones to put. So you don't know who they paid to get on YouTube or wherever and turn things around, or even there's no depth of where they would go to make us believe what they want us to believe. And just because it looks like it might be true does not mean it's true. So we gotta stop believing everything we hear. This has been their system for 500 and something years. Don't you know they can go in there and create something to make you believe whatever they want you to believe? They've been the one controlling it. So why would we even just so quickly jump on the bandwagon when we hear something on the flip? So we just abandon each other so quick like that. That is just not how we're supposed to be with one another. And I tell you, it hurts my heart to see my people behave that way. You know, and those saying, if you can't say something nice, just don't say anything at all. Why can't we learn to do that? You know, we got to do better. We've got to do better. We've got to learn to stay on code, and we've got to learn to, part of that is how we do that when we begin to love one another and stay together and hold hands and be one people the way we were created to be. So I'm not going to stay on. I'm a little tired this evening, guys. Still, after all that rest, I think one good night's rest tonight will get me up vibrant in the morning. So I know my body and how it works. So that's what I'm getting ready to put it down so that I can really feel great in the morning. But I wanted to come on and let you hear this update that Isis Wisdom has put out there. And you can follow her on YouTube under, I think it's Isis Wisdom. I know you can pull that up and get her because I've done it before. I'm not sure what her actual title is, but I know that name is in there somewhere. And follow her because she stays in touch with Rashad's wife, and I think she mentioned his mother as well. So, and I've had a few of you, like I said, that ask me if I've heard any updates. So if I get something, just know I'm going to give you whatever I hear. So it sounds like he's doing well, and we got to learn not to to stick together and not kick each other when we're down and ride or die for each other. We're one people together, and we used to do that. We got to get back to it, guys. I'm not giving up on you. I'm not giving up on myself. So I'm not giving up on you either, because we are one family. We are one people. We are reflection of each other. So let's act like it, guys. Let's do that. So thank you for listening. I'm going to sign off, and like I said, if I get anything else, if I hear it, I'll put it out there. It's probably going to be there's going to be updates periodically. So, but they mentioned to how you can support him is by purchasing his goods on his website. And if that's, if you want to support him, that's what they're asking you. They're not asking for donations, but just support him. And that's what we should do, is support him in any way that we can. So thank you for listening. I want to wish you guys a good evening and a restful night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I always say, please click like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video, because there's always somebody out there that need what we have. All righty, namaste to you. Salam alaikum and ashe. Y'all have a good night. Rest well and sweet dreams to you. I love you forever so much. Kisses.